Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to set up a local PHP server on your Linux machine. I'm using Ubuntu, but you could use another distro as well. If you're interested in doing this on Mac or Windows, feel free to check out my videos on that. I'll be using Xamp, which is the cross-platform Apache, MySQL, PHP and Perl server. We won't need the Perl side, but that's part of it. You can use something called Xamp as well, which is basically just only for Linux. The reason I prefer to use Xamp is because it's cross-platform. Therefore, if I'm let's say using certain plugins, they'll work between operating systems. The interface will be very similar, and just the general usage of it. Okay, so first of all, we need to download a couple of things. We need to download Xamp, and we go to here, go to Linux, download the latest version. This is fine. Click keep. I'm gonna cancel it because I've already got it downloaded, as you can see right here. Next, what you want to do, and this is optional, you want to download a text editor, an IDE. I'm downloading Brackets because it's open source, it's free, it's made by Adobe, so it has a lot of support. It's got a lot of great free plugins for it, and it's really lightweight as well, so it won't really slow down your system. If you have another alternative like Visual Studio Code, Atom, Sublime, or anything else, feel free to use that. This is really just my preference, and you'll need some sort of text editor, but if you have your preference, feel free to use it. So you want to go to the website, click download, and you'll start downloading this as well. So let me cancel this, and let me open up. I do need to open that up. I accidentally did it then, but I do need to go to download. We got this file right here, so we can just run the debian file from our terminal. But what we are going to do is, because I'm on Ubuntu, it's a lot easier if we go to Brackets. It's right here, and if I just click the install button, which you would have, you'll install it. But like I said, you can run it using the debian file. If you're on another distro, that's probably the way to go. But if you have an app store on that distro, I highly recommend checking that out. You'll probably have Brackets. And next, I don't think this actually have Xamp. Nope. So that's why we are going to install it manually. To install that, let me minimize this. I'm going to open up terminal. Let me snap this over here. I'm going to cd to this directory. I could have really have just right clicked it, to be fair. Messed up. I'll just do this. Opening terminal. I'll close this down, and in here I'm gonna list out everything that's there. And what we want to do is open up this file. So to open up file, /xamp. Usually if I press dash, it will auto complete it. If not, I will literally just drag this onto here, and I will basically, this is what we want to do. Click enter, and it says permission denied, and that is because if we run this again, you'll see that it only has read and write permissions. It doesn't have execute permissions. So we want to add execute. So to do that, we do sudo chmod. Actually, regular chmod will be no, regular chmod will not work. I'm positive, but I want to show you what happens so you see this error. Chmod plus X, so it just adds executable. You could modify using numbers, however you see fit, as long as you add executable right. And let's see if autocomplete works. It did. If not, you could just drag this file, click enter. Now if I was to run this now, as you can see, we're not getting the same error, we get a different error. There has been an error. This installer requires root privileges. So what we need to do is, when we do chmod, we need to do sudo at the start, which is super user do, and you'll ask you for your password. It won't actually show any password in there, even in asterisk form, but trust me, it is typing it. Click enter, and now if I run that command, it runs. And okay, and one last step, we need to put sudo here when we actually run it. And because I'm in the same terminal instance, it doesn't ask me for the password twice. There we go. So we'll get to this page, click next, and I can do the core system if I want to. because I've already got it installed. That's the reason it wasn't selected. Make sure they're both selected. Go to next, go to next, go to next, and you basically just keep going through these steps, and you'll install it. Then at the end, it'll ask you if you want to launch it. You just click launch. I'm gonna cancel it because I've already got it. It just takes a bit of time. So cancel that. You got brackets. You got Xamp installed. If you didn't launch Xamp, or you want to know how to relaunch it, what you want to do is go to other locations. Basically, you want to go to your computer. You want to go to opt lamp, and it's called lamp because it's the Linux version of Xamp, but you can get lamp separately as well. So lamp right here, we want to run this file. So what you want to do is type in cd, and you want to run that file. So // not coming up, so I'll just type it in manually. linux-x64.run, and permission denied, so let's do sudo. There we go. So it has now launched up. Go to managed servers. You want to turn these on, so you can either click start all, or start one at a time. I was going to do start all. Now go to orange, which is the state for it's beginning to start, and when it turns green, that means it has successfully started that particular server. MySQL is for databases, Apache is what we need for the website, and ProFTP is for file transfer stuff. Okay, so we'll just go wait for these to turn green. Then the server has launched. Now it's green, server launch. We can confirm it by going here, going to localhost. If you type that in, if it shows you this page, that means it has successfully launched the server. Let me close this down as well. And if we go back to the welcome, you can click go to application, which will just show you the information here. But you're wondering, where do you find these files from? The actual server file, where do you add them? Go to application folder, and that will basically open up that lamp again. And from here, go to htdocs. In here is where everything is. So if I create a new folder called tutorial, actually I'm not even going to create it yet. So if I write in tutorial, we get an error, object not found. But if I create that folder and I relaunch it, as you can see, it's found it. There's no files in there, so that's where we are going to launch brackets now. So launch up brackets, and just wait patiently, because this is actually the first time I'm launching it up as well on this particular computer. And next, what we want to do is we can basically just drag and drop this onto here. Nope, that's not what we want to. We want to drag and drop it aside. That didn't work, so let's just do it a different way. Let's go to open folder, go to file system, opt, lamp, and where are we? I need to go back one. htdocs, tutorial, open. Now we're in tutorial. We can just create a new file. I'm going to call this index.php. Apparently the target directory cannot be modified, so that means we'll need to change some permissions. So let's open up terminal, and we want to be able to modify htdocs in general. So we want to be able to modify that. So if I type in cd, I'm going to go to not the htdocs, I'm going to go to lamp ls-l, and where's htdocs? htdocs is right. Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. And htdocs has read, write, execute. We need write here as well. So I'm just literally just gonna add full write. So I'm gonna say chmod 777, which is full writes. Basically, want to add writing permissions. Go to drag that on. That's not allowed. Let's just 1 second do for this one. Still permission not allowed. And this is strange because it's not letting me create the file. Actually, what we can do, we can just create it manually. So what we can do is just copy this, paste it here, and we want this file now. That's fine, we can ignore that. And let's make sure that we can actually save it. Its permissions do not allow modifications. And what are the permissions? CD, you're gonna go into htdocs ls-l, and we have we want to go into tutorial ls-l. We have rw so sudo chmod 777 index.php, type in my password. There we go. We have rights to it now. And if I try and save it, there we go. We can save it. So that's how you want to, So you just need to add some permissions. So we can actually get rid of all of this. And all you need to do is these PHP tags. This is an index file. This is the file that will be automatically opened. I'm going to put echo hello world, save that, and if I was to go back to my web browser, refresh that, it says hello world, and that is it. So we've got Xamp set up so you can do PHP development on your Linux machine. I'm using Ubuntu, you can use another distro. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.